Hi, my name is Brianna, and I'm about to make my last debt payment. So I have a Best Buy credit card and my student loans. I started at 77,000 about 6 years ago, and now I'm about to pay off the last about $1,000. Oh, this is crazy. It's just I can't it doesn't feel real. And I haven't done it yet, but it doesn't feel real. It's been long, stressful, as I'm sure so many of you know that debt payment can be really hard. It can take a toll on you mentally, even physically. Like you don't feel like yourself. You don't feel like you can do things that other people are doing. Um, yeah, so let's go. All right, so first I'm gonna log into my student loans. I have student loans with Nelnet. They started at about 35,000, and now there's only 100 there's only $145 left, but that's because I made a big payment last week. But the rest of what my debt is right now is on my Best Buy credit card from a laptop, and that is like $960 left. So first, I'm going to do my student loans because it's just a little baby payment. But when I opened up my student loan balance on, I'm going to cry already, on like Wednesday. Right now it's Friday. But when I opened it up on Wednesday and I saw $145, oh my God, just, yeah, crazy. All right, so let's go. I really don't want to be super emotional, but I am such an emotional person. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen in a second. Let me log on first. Ooh. All right, so we are in. Gonna go to my loans. All right, so outstanding balance, $142. Okay. Payments, make a payment. Other amount. My eye's burning from my moisturizer. That's okay. All right, $142. Oh, whatever. Were you trying to make a payoff? Your payoff amount as of the next available payment is $142.72. Yes, that is great. Okay. Yay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. All right, next. All right, I am signing into Best Buy. I don't ever remember my passwords. So I highly recommend that you have a sheet that has all of the websites and passwords for things that you frequently go onto, and obviously keep it in a safe spot. But this paper has saved me because I have saved them in on little random pieces of paper in my notes app. You need one place for all your passwords, and because all of your passwords should not be the same. So if you have 10 different passwords, even if they only differ by one letter or a number or an exclamation point, you should, it would be a lot easier for you to have them written down somewhere. Okay, last step. All right, so we are logged into Best Buy. This is my actual final debt now because I just paid off my student loans. $985.18 is what I owe. This is already set up with my account information. So I'm going to just click on current balance instead of the minimum payment and submit. Authorize. Please get rid of it. Oh, thanks for your payment. I'm done. I'm completely done. I don't think it's really all going to hit me until I am making my February budget for next month. And I'm able to see, like, wow, I can, I got to turn off my auto pay. Thank you for letting me know, Best Buy. I have auto pay set up. It's going to take another $30 in 5 days. Oh, so yes, I don't think that it's really going to hit me until I'm making my budget for next month and I see that I can actually afford to save for the things that I want. So this is why it's so important to make a budget and stick to it and make your goals and make steps, do baby steps, and figure out a way to get where you want to be, because nobody wants to be paying off bills for things that they bought 5 years ago and you're paying extra. Nobody wants to do that. So this is crazy. All right. So the next thing that I did want to go over, because I was already starting to feel it, like I have so many goals floating around in my head right now of things that I would like to save for and would like to buy. And they're not frivolous things like I want a new couch and a new TV. No, I need tires for my car. My emergency fund, there's not much there. We'll just say that. I would like to get my dog's teeth cleaned. I would like to save up for 1 month ahead in addition to an emergency fund. I just have a lot of things that I need to worry about. And my car is, I don't know if you've watched my recent videos, but my car is older. She's in good shape and her mileage is not too bad, and she's a Honda, but she's older. So, and we take good care of it, but I'm saying she because like I love my car so much. But yes, so I need to be prepared for if I have a very expensive fix on my car, or God forbid it's totaled for some reason. My goal is honestly to do the 52 envelope challenge twice or double it. I'm not sure if I want to go through it twice or just double it from the beginning. Maybe that'd be easier. I don't know. But that would get me $10,000. And if by the end of the year I have that $10,000, but I haven't had to use it for a new car, I think that I will just keep saving for either a big car fix or a brand new to me car. I don't know if I'm going to buy another used car or not, but I don't want a car loan. I do not want another car loan. I honestly don't want to go into debt until we buy a house. And that's another thing. I need to save for buying a house. So back to before I went off on a tangent, I already had all these savings goals and I was like, I need to figure out if this is even realistic. That is so important when you are making savings goals, debt goals, weight loss goals, anything, any type of goal that you're making. If it's not realistic, you are setting yourself up for failure and you're going to be disappointed when you don't meet that goal. But it's like you don't know that it wasn't a good goal to set in the beginning because you couldn't really reach it. You need to break it down. So if you have like a weight loss goal, you would say realistically, how much weight can I lose in a week? Because that is a lot easier to say than I want to lose 50 pounds in 3 months. When you break it down, it might be a lot harder than it looks. So the way that I was looking at savings and why I had to take a step back and I was like, wait, calculate this first, because I'm looking at my savings goals for the entire year. And in my mind, I don't have any debt. I can save for anything. That's not true. Not true at all. I still have a limit every month, every week, every paycheck to how much I can save. And I have one way that I really like to set it up because I want to visually see it. If I am making 10 savings goals, let's say, now that's a lot. If I'm making 10 savings goals and I just say, this one is due in June, this one is due in September, and I divide by how many months I have until I get there, it's a lot easier to see when you add up all of those little chunks. And that's what I need to see visually. And then also, I don't need to start all of these savings goals in January because what if I knock out 2 savings goals by April? Then I can replace those with new savings goals. Instead of trying to cram 10 goals to start in January, I can split it up. But the way that I make this, and you can make it in Excel, it is super, super easy. Just visually seeing it out and using, you're not using anything crazy. You're just using the function to sum up a column of numbers. Okay, so this is a sheet that I made inside. I added a tab inside of the whole Excel budgeting system that I like to use. So I like to use the Budget Moms workbook, but first I do it in Excel just because it's quicker to see when I'm going to pay what bills and what everything adds up to. It's just a lot quicker that way. So I like doing that. And then I also really like Excel for the graphs, the charts, the data, how quickly it is to hit like Control Find and say, oh, wait, that was 3 months ago, not 4 months ago, instead of searching through a workbook. So this spreadsheet I will link in the description. This is from the Weekly Crew. It's an annual spreadsheet, but you can also break it down by paycheck in each month. And it allows you to have 5 paychecks in the month. So, and I get paid weekly, so that works perfectly fine. There is a sinking fund tab that is sinking funds tracker. So you have the name of your sinking funds, you have the start date that you're going to start saving, you have the goal date of when it's due, you have a goal amount that you want to save, and then as you use the transactions tab and you select, I'm saving for my dog's dental, and you say, I'm going to save $45 today for that. It will transfer onto this tab and you'll see the percentage go up for the progress. And then your left to save column will also reflect that payment or that savings that you contributed. So it will say, I don't need to save $1,500 anymore. It would be $1,500 minus 45. So this is very helpful. I do like it a lot, but I cannot see in my brain, like right now, how much am I putting towards savings per month? Yes, I could just highlight these, my monthly target. This just breaks it down. But what happens when I have a goal that is due in May and I complete it in May? So then come June, I'm not saving that 166 anymore. So I have 166 available. I want to see that and know what I'm going to do with the 166 without making an entire budget for every month right now. I just want to see when can I save, because now that is my number one priority. It was debt payoff, and I did do this with debt payoff. I did this in so many different spreadsheets, but I was able to, and I only wanted to use these spreadsheets that I could add extra payments. That is very, very helpful when you find them like that. All right, so all that I did was I copied the names of my goals. I copied the goal date, so that way I know what month I would like to have that money by. I copied the goal amounts, and that was it. And I transferred them over here. So this is just a little table on the side that I can refer to. But this is what is the most helpful for me. So as you start populating this part of the table and you fill in, let's say I'm going to put, all right, so when was my goal for her dental? By March, I want to have $1,500. Let's say I do 500 in January, 500 in February, and 500 in March. That's great. That means that I completed my savings goal. Now I have the bottoms already summed up. And if you don't know how to do that, you would click on the cell, type in equals, and that means that you're going to start typing in a function or rule that you want Excel to follow for you. You would type in sum, S-U-M, parenthesis, and then just highlight the whole row that you want to get the sum of. The row, the column, the whole block, it will sum up literally anything that you want. And then you close your parenthesis, and that's it. So I'm going to get rid of this. So another reason why this is also useful is that if you make budgets, then you know in the back of your mind how much you have available for what. So your regular bills, let's say that's like $1,000, and your income is $4,000 per month. You have 1,000 going towards your regular bills, and then what is left? You have debt, you have savings, you have sinking funds. So it depends how you want to divide that out, but only you know how much you have available to save. I know that my debt payments were a certain amount per month, and since my emergency fund is in this table, I can add that into the total amount that I'm going to save each month. And I'm going to try at the bottom to not exceed a certain number. Setting it up this way will help you really organize your savings, and you can play around with it. And if you know that you have something going on one month and you cannot save as much as you normally do, you can see where else you can add more to. So you do not have to save the same amount every month for a savings goal. You know, it's just very, very customizable. So yes, it is super, super helpful. So remember that if you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, you might have those magic months come up where you need to have a plan for that last paycheck. I usually put like 80% of that paycheck towards my debt. Now I know, and I think that we have 4 of those months this year, which means that I have 4 extra chunks of money that I can now put towards savings. And I get to add that in because I can look at the calendar and be like, oh, it's in August. So then here in the August column, I know that I can put an extra amount, certain amount of money towards my savings goals, because that is a magic month, as some people call it. I didn't want to do like a whole long video right now. It's actually 1:30 in the morning. I don't get home from work until pretty late. So that's why I'm making my last debt payment so late at night. I will be making a February budget video, I'm sure. If you're still paying off your debt, just know that you will get to the end of the tunnel. There is a light there at the end of the tunnel, and you will get there. You will pay off your debt. You just have to keep planning and being responsible with your money and still have fun. Don't be too strict. I was too strict a lot of months. I didn't do anything. Every single dollar went to debt, and I was eating very poorly because it was cheap. And that's not the best way to go, because life is short. I hope this maybe inspired you to keep going with your debt payoff and just realize that if I can do it, you can do it. You can definitely do it. So I will see you guys next time, and thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.